on to the woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the James Madison Dukes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Spartans will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the James Madison Dukes offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Back to throw, it's Owen. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Dukes are marching down the field. And off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Open space at the 25. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs. Goes and gets it. Great job.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans offense has its first opportunity of the day. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Moses. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complemented quarterback to this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Off-play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the air, it's Owen. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Dukes will go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. fires into traffic and intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking to pass. It's Moses. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First and 10 for the offense. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the option. Still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Thanks to grab. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Back to pass, it's Owen. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Dennis. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Rides to back and leaves it. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. Trying to get the edge on the right. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Owen. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Potts.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Spartans. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Kennesaw State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Moses. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And that's one of the advantages on defense of forcing a 3rd and long situation. You can go to your dime personnel package, get a lot of those smaller, faster bodies to deal with a mobile quarterback like this who sometimes will try to scramble. That time there was just nowhere for him to go.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Working that left side now. At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Owen. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A third and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Grab behind the line. It's game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the...
He's got it down the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Moses. Fires left. Found the spot in the defense. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Spartans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking downfield on first down. Nope. Loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out. of the end zone. That'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
It's a fumble. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Quickly complete to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Moses. Got his man quickly. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. And the Dukes will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Owen. Makes the grab. It's Dennis. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Running into the open space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. Scanning the field, it's Owen. He's got his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way?
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, James Madison. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Why not double the try total and go for two? Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Dukes! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Moses. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else.
Pulls it in the first down and more. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Dukes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to pass, it's Owen. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Dukes had... position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To throw, it's Moses. Quick strike complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
To the air on first down. Works the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Gay. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Spartans are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Gay. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Owen. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. He wants to change this route. Punch it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Going to swing it on second down. Release to the back. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Touchdown, Dukes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Moses. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown, Sparty! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback making checks. Rushes on him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Finds the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The inside handoff. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Dukes are on the move. To the air. It's Owen. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give out of the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Here's the pressure. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Power football with the run. Got room on the return. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabs behind the line. It's Gay. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Owen. Steps away to find some room. It's complete to the right. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold. As you know, that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, James Madison. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Off the play fake on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Dukes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Owen. Oh, they're after him. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, James Madison. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. Gives him the big stiff arm. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Dropping back, it's Moses. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Gabe. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Spartans want to move quickly. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending this.
Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Timeout.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Dukes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might be changing the route. Pressure coming. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Dukes! Great job by the back on the option. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Moses. Gonna try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Good enough.
Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
QB spikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. It'll be third and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. When we get to the off